What does that mean?
Young Dagger Dick or X?
I could imagine what Young Dagger Dick means. X.
I'm not real fond of the drama. I know that you wanna keep calling and bothering. Lately been feeling so dominant, making the laws like we parliament. Tripping OD with the bars, dripping OD with the sauce, all of it. I got the sauce, all of it. Kick my feet up on the ottoman. Don't you go test me like Donovan. Don't try and rob me.
Wiz Khalifa comes from me being the youngest dude in the crowd of people that I always hung with. They would say I was a young Wiz or wise beyond my years. I was like pretty good at everything that I did. And Khalifa comes from my granddad. He's a Muslim, and it's Arabic for success or a leader. So I put the two together when I was a teenager, and Wiz Khalifa.
The album steroids and whatnot.
ASAP it stands for always strive and prosper. And with that, everybody who's in ASAP has that name in front of it. ASAP so-and-so, ASAP so. My name just happens to be ASAP Rocky.
And so your real name is Rocky?
Yeah, my real name is Rocky.
Get out of here.
Cardi B, where did that name come from?
My name come from, you know what? My sister name is Hennessy. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? My sister name is Hennessy, right? So everybody used to call me Bacardi. So I always call myself Bacardi, right? And then it was my Instagram name, like Bacardi B. But for some reason, my Instagram keep getting deleted. And I think it was Bacardi that had something to do with it. Mm-hmm. So I just shortened it to Cardi B.
All right, let's start with your name. Where'd your name come from?
21 Savage. Shit, 21 is, legendary street gang indicator. Savage come from just me, being a savage. Taking nigga shit, shooting at niggas, street shit. That's where the savage come in at. So it's like Brick Squad Gucci Man, 21 Savage,
Yeah. Roddy Ricch, where'd that come from?
Shit, it came when I was a young nigga. Like, I was in school, and I think I paid for everybody lunch one day. Cause that's when it first started, like everybody started calling me that shit. Pay for everybody in my class lunch. Yeah.
Very generous.
Yeah, it wasn't but shit, $5 a person. Yeah. I think I paid for everybody lunch. And then this one girl was like, yeah, that's Roddy Ricch. So I was like, fuck it. Yup, that's me.
Jay-Z, that came from a name Jazzy. Like when I was younger, I pretty much had the same demeanor, like just laid back and wouldn't speak out of turn and just like a real cool dude. So the older guys, the OGs from around the way, they be like, that's a jazzy little dude. So my name was Jazzy before Jay-Z. And then as I was growing up, I realized the guys Jazzy, they was a little too flamboyant for me. Like they had electric blue suits and jerry curls and chains with chest hair and things like that. So I didn't want them to confuse me with those type of Jazzy. So I just took the J and the Z from Jazzy.
Lil Uzi Vert, how did we come up with that name?
Well, I already had the vert part. It was like vertical, like straight up.
Straight up?
Yeah. But one day I was rapping and there was this guy, he was out there, he was like, oh man, you rap fast like a machine gun, like a little Uzi or something. So
history was made.
What'd I say before?
Drip.
Drip.
Drip. Hold on, let me get it right.
He created his stage name, which would later be rumored to be a reference to the professional basketball player Karl Malone. Big fan. But Malone later explained on an interview with The Breakfast Club that Post is his last name and he just made Malone up. It's not accurate, and I used to say that, yeah, because I feel like it's just an easier story. When I was a little kid, I was looking for a nice name like Wiz Khalifa. I just thought it kind of rolled off the tongue, so I went to a rap name generator and typed in Austin Post, and I came up with Post Malone.
Childish Gambino, welcome to the top 20.
Thank you.
So I understand that you got your name from a Wu-Tang name generator.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got mine, and it's Bellowing Rap Machine.
JID came from my grandmother. It stands for jittery. The way she said it was just a little different. It sounded like JID.
My name Iggy Azalea was my dog's name, Iggy, and I had this dog my whole life, and he was awesome. Significance with a cool name that I know that I could make a nameplate necklace after. And I thought, why not Iggy? He was really cool.
There you go.
I like that name. And people just kind of started to think it was mine. It was my street that my mom lives on at the moment still. Don't stalk her though.
So that's how you
Street.
came up with your name?
All right, let's start with your name. Where did your name come from?
PNB Rock. PNB come from my block, Pastorius and Beaton. You feel me? That's a block in Germantown. That's Philly. You know, everybody know PNB.
Let's start with your name. Where'd your name come from?
I got the name Rico Nasty. I made an Instagram. I'm Puerto Rican. I don't know where the fuck the nasty part came from, but you know, I had to just add the sauce on it. And it was just my Instagram name for a break, and then it was my Twitter name, and now it's my rap name.
All right, so Xxtentacion means unknown temptation. As far as the X, the significance of the X, for some time, the X was the only unknown numeral to me. So it was it played as like, it's like being John, like John Doe. You get what I'm saying? John Doe stands for unknown. So
okay, X is the variable, like the wild card.
As in unknown. So temptation is tentacion is temptation in Latin. So I actually just pushed the two together in unknown temptation because I feel as if that's what my life revolves around.
But why 3 X's?
I don't really know, and to be honest, like it just came to me, I guess.
I think I fucking suck at picking names, period. Like the whole Wi-Fi's funeral thing kind of just came together. I just woke up one day and I was like, oh, this kind of sounds cool. It wasn't necessarily like, all right, I'm gonna fucking come up with this type of character and this facade and this is who I am, and like, nah.
It's hard to get a name to like position yourself somewhere away from everybody else. Got my name from things that I was doing at the time. I don't take Xanax no more, but that definitely was a factor at the time because the slump card, that's exactly what the slump, yeah, Xans aren't productive, be careful with Xans, children. I don't take Xans anymore, but ski mask, is literally what it stands for, by any means, even if it's the fast way or the slow way. Just what the ski mask stands for. So.
Carbon and 4, take them 2, 2, 3. That bitch, you think I'm desperate, you ain't got none I need. Now you let me down bad, now you tell me I'm the one you need. Yeah, I'm a trending topic, now you scrolling down my feed.
Pull up on a baby if she talking too crazy, yeah. Like it when she bends, no Mercedes, yeah. Yeah, I don't let it end till I'm 80, yeah. Yeah, she like topping me off while I'm faded, yeah. Ooh, bitch, get up on my feet.
I was putting out my first song on SoundCloud, and it was with a couple of friends of mine from the internet, and then I realized that I didn't want to use my full real name because it was too long, and I wanted to have like a rapper name. And then we were like, what should we do? And then my friend texted me Rich Trigger, and I was like, okay, that sounds kind of catchy. I'll do it just for this one song on SoundCloud that it's never gonna get. There are a lot of people that I feel like they didn't even want to listen to the music just because of the name. The purpose of it wasn't to offend people, and the fact that people were offended by it, it's not my goal, and it's not what I want to do. So I changed the name. Thankfully, a lot of people, the transition was very smooth.
Where does the name DaBaby come from?
Man, it originally started off as Baby Jesus.
Go ahead.
My original rap name, you see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And I switched it to DaBaby maybe like 2 years in, just to make sure, we kept it where it needed to be, and nobody was offended by it, even though I feel like, my purpose and like what I got going on. I'm the youngest of three brothers, I mean 3 boys on my mama's side, so I've been a baby my whole life too.
Really though?
Have you saying, yeah.
What does your name mean? Does it have any meaning?
In Ethiopian, sort of like my dad told me that it means I believe, but I feel like he lying. It's just my middle name. It's my middle name though. It's not like some made up. Like people.
The first time I was ever called a stallion, I was 15, and I was like leaving a football game, and this dude, he was way older, and he was like, dang, little mama, you a stallion. I was like, go to jail, I'm 15. Like, I really started going off because he scared me, so I had to go home and ask my uncle. I was like, Uncle, what is a stallion, and why did man call me that? He was like, oh, Megan, that means that you tall and fine. I was like, oh yeah, I am that.
Where did the name Tyler, the Creator come from? All right, so I had 3 MySpaces, right? And one of them was Tyler something, and then another one was Tyler something, and then I had a MySpace that just had all my drawings and a couple beats I made and like random ideas and stuff, and I put it under Tyler the Creator because I couldn't think of anything else. That page got more popular, and then I just ran with it. I did not plan this out at all.
Where'd your name come from?
Man, little baby, I hang around a whole lot of older dudes. So they just hit me with a little baby. I'm the youngest out the crew. I like 12, 13. I ain't gonna do like 25, something like that. So they just started calling me.
Let's just start with this. How did you get the name Big Sean? I know you get this question a million times.
Yeah, people think it's for like all the wrong reasons. Maybe right reasons, I don't know.
Exactly.
But, no, I got the name, growing up in Detroit, I had a mentor, his name was Sean. And in the neighborhood, he was somebody who kept the kids on a positive note. And he was like 6'8". I was like 11, 12 years old, so I was like 4'8", you know? And just to be funny, like, they called me, I was like, yo, you guys gotta call me Big Sean. And call him, and call him like Lil Sean or regular Sean.
Now, if you look at what my hand saying.
6'9", 6'9", 6'9".
No, right here. What is this saying?
6'9".
What is it say?
6'9".
Now when I cross it?
6'9".
6'9". Anywhere you put it, it's still 6'9". When you flip the 6 upside down, you turn it, it's a 9, right?
9.
Now, when I say that, right, and I'm Rich 6'9", and there's a poor 6'9", now we draw 6 on the floor, right?
Yeah.
He's looking at the 9, I'm looking at the 6.
Facts.
Does it mean that he's wrong because he doesn't see what I see?
Crazy.
It's the same thing, but it's just life from 2 different perspectives. Live life with an open mind and an open heart and understand the person you're talking to.
Part of the reason why I kept juicing my name wasn't only for Tupac. It was for 3 rappers, actually. Tupac, Soulja Boy had an old tape called the Juice Mixtape, and then the MC Juice. I think he was one of the only people to be Eminem in a rap battle.
So this girl, her name was Tekka, and she called me Lil Tekka because we were both Tekka. And when I started rapping, I just made my name Lil Tekka.
My mentor, back when I was 18 years old, told me to open up the dictionary and find a word that truly defines me. And it was like 1 in the morning, and I was in the attic and where I slept, and I came across psychological, and I was the mad rapper, you know, backpacker kind of. And I thought that was great because I love the mind and the complexity of the mind. And then I linked up with Lenny at a Ghostface show after I opened up for Ghostface when I was still 18, and he started calling me Psycho, and that was weird for everyone. And then he started calling me Logic, and then that was it.
Ooh, bitch, get up on my feet. Stupid bitch, stressing me, I'm on leave. She take shots, went on 2, 2,